You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Nekojishi. So, y'all, let's go ahead and just jump right back into it, shall we? Oh yeah, I wanted to let y'all know I'm an affiliate now with Green Man Gaming. What it means is there's going to be a link in the description of each video. You click that link, you get discounts on the latest and greatest games, and I get commission for whatever y'all buy. Also, my lovely girlfriend Elle is an artist looking to take commissions. I've got links in the description where you can find her and look at her work and see if it may be something you want to... See if you maybe want to throw some money at her for some art. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. The holidays are over and midterm exams are about to start. In the morning, I waited around for a bit, just on the off chance that Senpai would be here to walk me to school. But he didn't. His dorm is in the opposite direction from campus, after all. It'd be a pain to come over here just for me. In fact, I didn't run into Senpai all day. I mean, most of my classes have exams today. It's not like Senpai can sit in on them like he usually does. I don't see him during lunch either. Finally, I end up running into him in the cafeteria that evening. Liao, what a long day! How did your exams go? Oh, they were fine. What about you, Senpai? You had exams, right? Nah, none today. I didn't really take on many subjects this semester, so exams are pretty chill. Which is why he was able to come to my classes every day. I got in the way of his studies, didn't I? But it's too late to think about that now. You know, where were you all day? I didn't see you at all. Did Liao miss me? I've been waiting for you after all. Been waiting here for you after all. You're waiting for me here, Senpai? Well, you pretty much only eat in the cafeteria. It's not hard to guess that you'd come here. Hey, it's cheap, okay? There's heaps of cheap restaurants around campus, you know. You're just being too lazy to go out and try anything new. It's my first year here. You can't expect me to know every place around. Besides, the food here's good enough. Still, you're always eating alone, Liao. How lonely of you. I'm not eating alone. For the past month, I've been eating with you and people can't really hear us talk about that. If I'm gone, who will eat with you then? Senpai? What's wrong? Why so serious? You just said, if I'm gone. Shouldn't it be saying, if you go to Meowly with me? Well, yeah, if Liao comes to Meowly with me, we'll be eating together for sure, but what if you don't? You don't have any other friends to have dinner with, right? I mean, you've got Kulao and the old man, but they're not real people. If you don't have any normal friends, people will just start seeing you as some lone weirdo. Senpai, isn't Meowly a matter of life or death for you? To me it sounds like you've just given up and that you're already planning to leave and you're trying to make peace with that. No, I just think I've been trying too hard to chase you, Liao. And even then, I still can't convince you. So I guess I should give you some room. Maybe keeping some distance is better? Yeah, it's a life or death matter, but even knowing that, you're still not going to go with me, are you? It's because I'd have to leave school. You might have to leave school, but I'll go back to being a Yaoguai roaming the streets just to disappear one day like I never existed. It's unfair to threaten Liao like that. Dissipation of your Fudagong's influence won't cause you to vanish. You just become a Yaoguai. Nothing would impede you from finding another Fudagong. As long as you remain a good Yaoguai, no one would harm you. You make it sound so easy. I've served a Fudagong for a long time, and I'm not about to give up on them and watch them as they lose their power. With power or without, they're a god of soil. One day when someone brings an offering, they'll be revived, but it doesn't feel right letting them be forgotten like this. There are many people in this world in need. If you care so much, why not help them all? I want to help someone. That's why I came to Liao. I know it's hard for him. He'd have to leave school behind for over a year. On top of that, he has his family to deal with. I know firsthand how difficult that is. I know leaving school isn't really the problem. It's getting Liao's family to accept what he's doing, isn't it? Sure, I have memories of Yanshishi's relationship with his family, but going to his home and experiencing it myself, I feel terrible for asking Liao to go through that. There's no way Liao's family would accept what I'm asking of him. If he went through with it and ran away with me to Meowly for over a year, could he really go home again? So maybe it's okay for me to just give up, for me to become a Yaoguai again. Sure, that's the end of my temple, but it's not like anyone will be dead. You're really giving up? I'm not one to give up. Will you come with me to Meowly, Liao? It doesn't really matter if I give up or not. It's still your decision. I'm thinking about keeping some distance anyhow. Liao can just be friends with me. If he has the chance to help me, that's all the better. If not, it won't hurt as much when we have to say goodbye. Senpai, it's a bit late to be saying that. What? You already in love with me or something? Not at all, Senpai. Don't kill the mood. But I really don't want to burden you with all this. We're still friends no matter what. I'll be sure to come by to talk with you. Either way, it's exam week and we're both busy, right? Yeah. So we gotta knuckle down and focus on exams. This stuff can wait till later. Poor kitty cat. I need some water. One second, y'all. Alright. Alrighty. No, Jesus. But for now, let's forget about this downer of a conversation. It's time to get some grub. Kulao, let's go! Senpai drags Leopard by the collar to the drink bar. Any way you slice it, there isn't any food there. At first, watching Senpai run around like usual makes me smile. But afterwards, I just feel worse than before, like something was empty. Tiger goes with me to help buy dinner, trying to comfort me in the process. Soon enough, Senpai returns with Leopard, and we all sit down together. I'm too tired to think about what I'm eating. He's beaming, obviously trying to keep everybody in good spirits. Even Tiger follows his lead and goes along with his shenanigans, but I don't know why, but all I can think about is Senpai leaving. I've always thought about him leaving, but now that he is, I'm just sad about it. Today's the day of my mathematics exam. I worked really hard to cover everything during the break. Even then, I'm still not confident about this exam. I just suck at maths, and I don't know if studying helped me remember anything at all, especially considering everything else I've had to deal with. I was so scared I left it to my last revision. My eyes were drawn to Leopard, who was scanning around the gloomy exam hall. I guess he's never seen so many people doing exams in the same room. I need to focus on my test and stop paying attention to him, but I guess he could. I checked Tiger. He's reading on an empty chair in the back row, paying little attention to me. I guess this would be as good as an opportunity as any. I really don't want to fail. All I need is to pass. If I ask Leopard to help, no, I can do it on my own. You're gonna fucking fail, I think. I can't. Leopard has no idea cheating is bad. I can't fool him. If I fail, I fail. Passing one subject isn't worth doing that. It sucks, but if I have to continue on, I need to have the conviction to do this test. I can do it. The bell rings for the end of the exam, as I more or less finish off the last section of the paper. I had to skip a bunch, but I'm confident at least half of them. I should pass. The rest right now is in the hands of fate. I pray to Emperor Wishang before packing up my stationery and leaving. Ew. I'll be sure to use the spirits. After another day of exams, we decided to go to the cafeteria for dinner like usual. Oh, Tian Lao. It's been a while. Oh, it's Randolph. Did he come to speak with one of the professors again? For Yaoguai, he sure does love our campus. Oh, is that bubbly friend of yours not... Was that bubbly friend of yours not with you today? Senpai made it clear that he wants to keep distance between us. That we'll just be normal friends, but I don't really know how to explain everything that's happened to Randolph. Well, I don't know. Despite my efforts, the tone of my voice gives away my worry. Randolph seems to notice, but thankfully doesn't push the point. I see. That's a shame. By the way, Tian Lao, do you have a moment? I have some questions to ask. Sure. What is it? Well, it will take some time. May we sit down and talk? I'll be sure to cover your meal. You're being very formal. Well, it's like this. I want to interview you. Interview? Very much so. It's uncommon for a human to live in the presence of 3 gods, after all. Of course, I know much about the Yaoguai, but gods are not my forte, and much less aboriginal ones. If it's not too much to ask, I will extend my offer to the 2 behind you as well. May I? With everything like it is, I might have said yes straight away if Senpai was around, but do I really feel up to this right now? Tiger and Leopard seem okay with it. Actually, Tiger looks rather excited, but... Should I accept the interview? Damn it. Here, it might help me learn something. Y'all in the comments tell me if I need to go back and have Leopard help me with the test. Alright, let's do it. Absolutely. Any questions you would like. Any opportunity to teach the Yaoguai important lessons is one worth taking. It makes it easier for us gods, after all. Tiger, that sounds a little... It's of no matter. He is a god, after all, so if you don't mind, I should begin. Randolph takes a blank sketch pad and pen out of his back. Crossing one leg over the other. Randolph begins to ask me about my hometown. Honestly, I didn't know much about a lot of the stuff he was asking me. Like why the many statues of one god may hold many different meanings. What do gods look like when they go out? Which gods are more important than others? And many such questions that I think only the gods themselves would know. So, why do you want to know about this stuff? Well, for one, I'm looking for inspiration. It's also useful to be able to warn my Yaoguai friends to behave. Of course, this is just for inspiration. I don't plan to just copy anything. I guess it's your art, right? You're free to make whatever you want, grounded in reality or not. Yes, that's true. But I like working from reality. If you can pull a story from your own or someone else's life experiences, is it not easier to make it feel authentic? No matter what was a creator, I only feel right when I do a lot of research into something. I want to imbue my works with layers and depth, beyond the superficial plot, visual design, and characters. Sounds hard. I thought that creativity was just making up anything and then working to make it believable. But really, every idea has to come from something. Sometimes it is. On another note, Guardian Tiger, how should I address you? I don't wish to be rude. Randolph effortlessly shifts his questioning towards Tiger. Oh, I do not have any titles of my own. Really? Oh, fair. I would have thought... Randolph glances at me. What is it? Nothing. I shouldn't bring it up if Liao isn't aware of it. He probably assumed you had already named me. Hmm? Usually a god receives their title from their deeds, like helping their worshippers or saving many lives. In such cases, worshippers might be so moved as to pray to the Jade Emperor for promotion for the god in gratitude. However, in some cases, a god may be given their name or title directly by their worshippers. It indicates a very close relationship between the person and the god in question, a strengthening of the connection between them. It's the sort of thing that happens when it does. Would it not be rather odd to pick a name for a god for no particular reason? I mean, I have thought about it before, after all. Wouldn't having a name make things easier? Calling you Guardian Tiger or Tiger doesn't really differentiate you from other Guardian Tigers. I see no issue. There are many Guardian Tigers in this world, most of which do not possess the title of any sort. There's few who do attain one either have great power, great spirit power, or have accomplished great things. I don't know why the fuck I need coffee. It's perfectly reasonable for me to not be given a title. Oh, so as to say that if you were given a title, your spirit power would also increase? That's right, but receiving a name should always have purpose. I don't wish to receive one just for the sake of it. I see. So you don't want one yourself? Understood. Sounds like Randolph is implying something. Moving on, Mr. Clouded Leopard. Should I address you as anything? Leopard took his time to think about it. No. Likalau. Likalau? It means Clouded Leopard in Rukai. Oh, I'm not familiar with the Rukai tribe. Is it normal for their gods to also not be given names? Normal. So, it's like that for them too. If it's okay, I wouldn't mind asking some questions about the Rukai tribe. Randolph flips a page and starts to interview Leopard. It ended up being a bit slow going because of Leopard's poor Mandarin. That is to say, Adrin Dragani? Adrin Dragani sent you to Taipei? Yes. What kind of god is the Adrin Dragani? Invisible god. Powerful, from a very powerful place. A powerful place? Tian Lao, do you know what that means? There we go. 1 second, y'all. Water once more. Gotta keep that throat from getting dry. Alright, let's see. Not really. How could I know? Leopard's never mentioned that part to me before. Wait, I remember. Did I ask Jihao to look for Adrigani for me? Adrigani for me? I wonder if he ended up finding anything. 1 sec, I need to make a phone call. Oh, of course! I take out my phone and dial Jiao's number. Hey, Jiao? You on campus? No? Well, what's the matter? Well, I just wanted to check to see if you ended up finding anything out about Adrigani. You mean that snake god? I got something, but not much. Why? Is it something urgent? Kind of. If you can, just tell me what you know. Alright. I didn't find out much on them, but this should be important. If I'm not mistaken, Adrigani is a snake god who takes the form of a 100-pacer snake. They also happen to be the husband of Princess Beiling. Princess Beiling? That Princess Beiling? I don't know much about the legends of the Rukai, but I've heard about Princess Beiling. There's a game based around her legend, though I haven't played it myself. Yep, the same one. It's pretty cool. Yeah, one more thing. Did you find out if Adrigani is related to any places? Somewhere big or powerful? A place. Maybe what you're talking about is the Rukai tribe's sacred place. I can't really remember what it's called right now. You probably don't know it, do you? But anyway, Adrigani is the god in charge of it. Huh, the sacred place of the Rukai tribe. Yes, sacred place. Leopard's clarification doesn't help at all. Okay, well, a friend of mine wants to interview me about the traditions of the Rukai people. Could you help me? Hey, it's not like I know much more than you do at this point, but if you wanted me to check anything else, I'd be up for it. Hold on, why is your friend doing an interview with you? Crap, how am I gonna put this? I can't exactly say he's interviewing a clouded leopard spirit from the Rukai tribe who's having trouble communicating with us. You think I'm nuts? No, it's nothing. I've been working on it recently. We were just talking. It's okay if you don't want... It's not a problem at all. It's just... Nope, it's fine. I'll just let him know you're busy for now. Anyways, have to go. What? Hang up before Liao can answer back. Phew, that was close. Sorry to trouble you. Nope, it's not at all. That was all my fault. It doesn't seem like it'd be very convenient to interview Likalu here. So in this case, I'll just have to follow up with you another time. Sorry, there's not much I can do. Leopard seems like he's happy to answer Randolph's questions, but considering his Mandarin is just too much of an ass to expect him to convey the complicated Rukai folklore. I'll just have to talk to him with him and Liao a bit more. Eventually, I'll figure everything out. Now then, I'm very thankful for getting to speak to you today. Treating you to dinner is the least I could do. Please, have whatever you wish. Then I'll have that one. Tiger! A mere joke, of course. Regardless, Randolph ends up buying the food that Tiger wanted, even if I'm the one who ends up eating it in the end. Ugh, yum 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 yum. After today's exams, we decided to go to the bookstore. Everything that's happened over the past few days has just exhausted me. Exams are just the cherry on top of a very sad cake. So, if any, this is the time to relax with some nice casual reading. Tiger's the only one who comes here with me. We each take out a book we're interested in and sit down in the reading area. I decided to go for a collection of short light novels, thinking for the most part that they would be easier on my mind to read, but it's just too much. Light novels have some really ridiculous titles, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!